Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In this tutorial we will discuss different kinds of instructions in Mitsubishi PLCs, how these instructions are used and what are their symbols and notations, how we can read out these instructions in the instruction list. First of all, we need to understand that the plus sign, this is the plus sign, this is the plus sign, this is used for the rising edge, and plus P and plus P, this sign is used for the rising pulse. And here is in the symbol plus, here is the instruction, and S is the source, D is the destination. Plus and source are always 16-bit instruction and D is always the 32-bit instruction. When D plus S combines, it will give 32-bit instruction. That is, this is the on state. When something turns on, this is the waveform for the on state. And the second one is the waveform for the rising edge pulse. When something turns on with the rising edge of a pulse, this is rising edge pulse. And in the second case, similar thing is here. Here are two sources, S1 plus S2, and their destination is D. And this plus is the instruction. When S1 plus S2 combines, it will give destination D, and it's again is the pulse form. And here are the again instruction with S1 and S2 sources with the destination D. When they combine, they are combined at the rising edge of the pulse. These instructions will be confirmed later. You can see that this plus sign shows the 16-bit instruction and this D plus sign shows 32-bit instruction. When whether they are used D plus, it means that it is a 32-bit instruction. It may be a register. And when plus sign is used, it means that it is a 16-bit instruction. Plus means here, this plus means instruction executed during on state. Plus P, this means that instruction executed only at the leading edge of the off to on, at the leading edge of off to on, 0 to 1. Here you can see P. These are performed at the leading edge. You can say that these are the rising edge. Here you can see this is again at the rising edge. But this plus are always on state. They are the pulses. It gives pulses. Plus gives pulses, and P plus here gives the rising edge pulse. Again here shows symbol diagram on the ladder. This plus sign shows when you in the instruction list put the first thing, this means it indicates the instruction symbol. The second thing indicates the source, and the third one indicates the destination with the D. Again, this is the same thing here. S1 and S2 are the sources, D is the destination, and plus is the indicates the instruction symbol. Destination indicates where data will be sent after operation. These are the two sources where maybe K1 plus K2 or D0 D1, they will perform an operation on the basis of this instruction: add, subtract, multiply, maybe any one of the operation, and the result will be stored in the D. Here again similar thing will be performed here. A instruction will be written here and it will perform an operation on the source, and the data will be stored at the position destination D. Similar thing is here. D plus A is equal to D, which is a 16. D is indicates here not with the plus, it means that it is a 16-bit data. When D plus 1, it means that indicates the 16-bit, but D plus 1, D indicates 16-bit. When they combine, it indicates 32-bit data. D plus 1 is upper 16 bits and D is the lower 16 bits. This is the on state of a switch. This is the rising edge state. When something turns on at the rising edge of a pulse, it gives continuous pulses, but it gives a single pulse at the rising edge. This is the off state of a switch, and this is the off state of a switch at the falling pulse. Contact instructions, first of all we will see. This instruction, we normally see it as the normal open contact, which is LD, which is shown with the instruction symbol LD. It means that the logic operation, starts a contact logic operation. It is a normally open contact. If this is a normally closed contact or load I, it is the inverse of this load instruction. And this is the end connection, a normally open connection. Logical product, it multiplies the thing which comes in the series of this input. It is normally said as the AND, and this is the AND inverse. This is the AND inverse. Logical product NOT. This is the inverse. This is the inverse of this instruction. This is the OR, logical sum. It gives the product of the two inputs. It gives the parallel sum of the two inputs, or OR operation. And this is the inverse of OR, ORI, inverse of OR inverse. Load P starts leading edge pulse operation. It starts rising edge pulse operation. It does its operation at the rising pulse. It does its operation at the falling pulse. And P, leading edge pulse series connection. This is again the thing which does not have here the things here. It means that it is the product form, a series form. This is the rising edge AND series. This is the falling edge AND series. Or P, again this is the rising edge OR operation. When it combined with something, it gives the rising edge OR operation, and this is the falling edge OR operation combined with the input and gives the falling edge or operation. In the similar way, here you can see AND between the logical blocks. A and B is called AND between the logical blocks. These are the two blocks. Here is one input, other is here the second one, and both inputs are in the series. Both inputs are in the parallel, and here the both inputs are in parallel, but this block and this block are in series, so it connects with the AND between the logical blocks. Series connection between the logical blocks. When the two blocks are connected with this straight line, it is called AND between the logical blocks or AND B. Here OR B, OR between the logical blocks. These are the two blocks, first one and second one. These are the two inputs. This is the again the two inputs, but this block and this block are connected with the OR operation, means parallel. Both the blocks, input blocks, this and this block connected with the OR operation or the parallel operation. So both the blocks are connected with OR B or OR operation. Here both the blocks are connected with the AND operation. MPS, memory stage of operation result. It gives output a memory state 0 or 1. MRD, it reads the operation result stored with the MPS. And MPP, read and reset operation result stored with MPS. It turns something on, it reads it and it resets it. This junction is for the storing an instruction, this junction is for reading that instruction, and this junction is for reset of the operation. This is the inverse line, straight line with this one, inversion of an operation result. MEP, conversion of operation result to leading edge pulse. This is used for the leading edge pulse conversion. When we convert a line into the leading edge pulse operation, this kind of arrow will be inserted in it. MEF, conversion of operation result to falling edge pulse. This is conversion of a result. When we convert a result, an operation to the falling edge, we can use this kind of arrow. EGP is again the same thing, but conversion of operation result to rising edge stored at VN. This is the rising edge stored with the X0, X1, X2, maybe any input. This is the rising edge, but with it will store the instruction with a input. This is the falling edge, but it store instruction with a input VN. This is the symbol of output. This is the state to set a device or to turn it on. And reset, this is the reset instruction, which is used to reset or turn to 0. This is sets an operation turn to 1 and reset turn to 0. PLS generates one cycle program pulse at the rising edge of or leading edge of input signal. It gives 1 at the rising edge PLS, and PLF gives 0 at it gives 1 at the falling edge. PLS gives the 1 at rising edge, PLF gives 1 at the falling edge. It means it generates one cycle program of one pulse at the falling edge of input signal. FF, reversal of device output. This is the reversal of a device output. Master control, MC starts master control, and MCR is the reset of the master control. So these are the very valuable instructions. This is the end, which is used at the end of a ladder logic program, termination of the sequence program. So these are the very useful instructions that we need to learn for the programming of a Mitsubishi PLC. Thank you so much for watching.